Hey guys, I'm Razz. This is another episode of A Song and a Story. I haven't done one in a while. The reason being is because once I started doing these and thinking about it, I just came up with so many songs and stories that it just sort of started to backlog on me. So the one I'm going to play for you today has been The True Holdup. I'm going to play a song today, and there's a lot of stuff going on with it as far as, keyboards and guitar solos and all kinds of things going on. And I wanted to wait until I got my new harmonicas. So I have upgraded. I got a whole set. I'm now playing Hohner Rockets. And I still suck at the harmonica, but we'll find out if it was worth the wait or not. Today, when I first started doing this, I came up with a couple songs that I had thought about from the 80s when I was in the Army. And that just triggered all kinds of memories for me. So back in in 83, 84, my roommate, when I was in the barracks, had been a great big fan of Neil Young, and he had a video called Neil Young, Rust Never Sleeps. And it's basically the video behind the album Live Rust. It's absolutely brilliant, but because we didn't have a lot to do over there, we ended up watching this stuff a lot. So I actually watched this thing quite a bit and became a huge Neil Young fan. Flash forward a couple years, I'm back in the States, I'm out of the Army, I'm going to Votech, and we hear on the radio that there's going to be a Neil Young concert. It's literally like a 90-minute drive up the road. We're pumped, we're going. So a few of my friends, 2, 3, 4 of us, got in a car, drove down there to it was actually in Pearl, Minnesota. It was an outdoor concert, Neil Young with Crazy Horse, and for this fact here is kind of for my hometown folk, but we were going through the gates, and you got to the end, and I looked, and there's this big security dude standing there, looking mean as hell, and I realized, hey, that's John Areen. This guy grew up a couple blocks from me. Big dude, 6'6", but you would hardly consider him to be a tough guy. So my thoughts were they probably told him to stand there at the end and look tough, because he did. He looked formidable, and he didn't want to smile too much. He didn't want to stop and talk to me too much. We just kept going, but it was kind of cool seeing him. Then we get inside to the concert area, and we're just, waiting for things to get going, and all of a sudden I hear into the microphone, check, check, chicken train, check. And I realized, holy moly, the Ozark Mountain Daredevils are opening. There was no indicator at all that there was an opening act for this band. It was just going to be a Neil Young concert. Suddenly, I realized the Ozarks are going to be there. So that takes me back to when I was growing up in my hometown. We didn't have radio. We didn't have TV. We spent a lot of time partying. But we spent a lot of time forming our music tastes and habits from our older brothers' record collections and that kind of stuff. I'm not sure where exactly I got exposed to it, but there's an album called The Ozark Mountain Daredevils, It's Alive, and I'm sure it was at a kegger somewhere, but for some reason it resonated with me. Now, the Ozark Mountain Daredevils, if you're not familiar, they probably have a few songs that you've heard of. Jackie Blue, If You Want to Get to Heaven, Chicken Train, a few of those. But I remembered this song that had resonated with me years before, and I went to look for it once this memory was triggered, and I just Googled Ozark Mountain Daredevil songs, and it comes up with that group of 5 or 6 of their top hits or whatever, and then there's that little bar with the arrow that you hit, and it expands it out to a list of 30 or 40 songs, and I expanded it out, and it still wasn't there. So fortunately, I knew the title. I Googled it, I found it, and then once I started playing around with it, I realized, it's going to be pretty hollow. I'm going to wait for the harmonica. So harmonicas are here. I'm going to try and take a run at this song for you, and we'll see what happens. The people that know me, I was growing up AC/DC, Van Halen, so the fact that a song like this, a band like this resonated with me, just hails to the power of music. So give me one moment. This is a song about hot summer weather and ice cold beer and how well the two mix, called Who Boys, It's Hot.
Went down to the river, 98 degrees, spent all day
next time, I'll see you then.